Hi guys, I'm Matt. Welcome to Bushcraft Heroes. On this week's episode, I just want to show you guys my favourite way to make fire, which is using birch bark. There's a lot of ways to make fire with birch bark, and this is just my preferred way. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, it's just my favourite way to do it. So I'm going to show you my way of doing fire with birch bark. So I've got this piece of birch bark here from a piece of dead fallen birch. I stripped a bit of bark off of it, and you can see it's pretty rough. So I'm going to just sort of tidy this up a little bit and prepare it and show you what you guys need to do to make a fire from it. So I'm just going to cut off some of this excess so I've got a nice flat board to work with. Great. So we've got our two bits. This is going to be the base that I'm going to scratch up to make the fire on, and then I'm going to peel these up to make tinder to go on top. Birch bark is made of very, very fine layers that you can actually peel apart. And inside each layer is a very thin coating of oil from the tree. So it takes a spark very well and it burns very hot. So it's a really good tinder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start peeling this birch bark up into as thinner, finer bits as I can get, just to use as tinder. You want some thin bits and some thicker bits so it doesn't burn out too quickly. So just start stripping it into strips like this. So I've started off with some very thin bits at the end that have been peeled in half or into quarters, and then it gradually gets thicker and thicker, and these will actually sustain the fire longer. After this had all caught, I would then apply some spruce boughs or something like that on top, but I'm not going to go and make a full-blown fire today. I'm just going to show you how to start the fire. So once you've got those bits all prepared, we're going to prepare the base for our fire. And the easiest way I find to do this is to take the birch and use the outside of the bark to do this. You don't want to be doing it on the inside because it can be a bit damper in there, and it just tends to go powdery when you scrape it. So scrape it on the outside, and you're going to go with the grain, not against the grain, but with the grain. And just take your knife and just start powdering it up like this. The more powder you make, the more likely you are to have to get the fire going. So do this as much as you want. That's actually good for me for now, because I've done this a few times. Now we're going to get the ferro rod out and get this started. Now we're going to apply these thinner bits of birch bark on top, and just keep getting bigger and bigger until eventually you can apply the really big bits. You can really hear that oil and see the black smoke. That's all from the oil inside the birch bark. And that would be perfect then to put your tinder bundle on top of and start your fire. Birch bark is an incredible tinder, and I really like using it. See, the oil is just sustaining it and sustaining it and sustaining it. I also like to apply spruce boughs on top of it because spruce boughs also contain oil and resin, so it will burn really hot for a long time. And even if you've got damp wood on top of it, that will also catch. So it's a really sustainable and practical way to make a fire. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you next time for some more fun in the woods. Take it easy.